Major cleanup in downtown Kingston yields positive impact. The Kingston and St. Ange Municipal Corporation, in collaboration with the National Water Commission (NWC), National Solid Waste Management Authority, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) recently undertook extensive cleanup operations in downtown Kingston. Over 100 truckloads of garbage were cleared from Haywood Street and Princess Street, addressing long-standing waste and sanitization concerns in the area. In addition to waste removal, clogged drains and other infrastructure issues were also addressed, helping to improve the overall cleanliness and safety of the busy downtown area. Vendors have expressed gratitude for the cleanup efforts, noting the positive impact on their businesses and the community. Police sergeant shot and wounded at home in Portmore last Thursday dies. The police sergeant who was shot and wounded at his home last Thursday has died. Patrick Mahoney died yesterday morning at hospital where he was being treated. At about 9:45 p.m. last Thursday, November 7, Patrick was at his gate in Bridgeport, Portmore, St. Catherine, when he was pounced upon by two armed men who deemed the keys to his vehicle. When their demands were not met, the men opened gunfire at the sergeant before escaping in the area. Sergeant Patrick was assisted to hospital where he was being treated. He later died. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake has expressed condolences on behalf of the police high command to the family, friends and colleagues of the slain policeman who was assigned to the St. Catherine North Police Division. The force's chaplaincy branch and welfare departments providing support to his family members, friends and colleagues. Meantime, National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang has expressed profound sadness following the tragic death of the sergeant. Dr. Chang said this incident is a stark reminder of the dangers the brave officers face each day as they work to protect and serve communities. The National Security Minister noted that no words can adequately comfort those affected by this loss, but he hopes they find solace in knowing that the sergeant's service to the country will not be forgotten. Dr. Chang said Sergeant Patrick's untimely death will not be in vain as the government is more determined than ever to rid communities of those who seek to destabilize the nation and instill fear. He said the safety and well-being of all police officers are top priorities of the Ministry of National Security and the government. Dr. Chang stated that as minister, he is resolute in his commitment to providing the necessary resources and support to ensure that the officers can carry out their duties with the assurance of protection and respect. He asserted that the killing of those who uphold the law and safeguard society will not be condoned or tolerated. Anyone with information relating to the incident is encouraged to contact the police to ensure those responsible are caught. Delayed justice angers judge. Pointing to the almost decade-long delay in determining whether three cops were culpable of the death in Mario Dean while he was in police lockup in St. James, Supreme Court Judge Justice Bertrand Morris on Monday made clear his preference for the stalled case to be transferred elsewhere. The Crown must actively consider a change in venue because it is an embarrassing fact that we are celebrating 10 years. The accused has human rights and so do the victims' relatives, who have an expectation that this matter should be tried and brought to closure. That cannot be achieved in this current scenario, he said on Monday when the case was called up in the St. James Circuit Court. I am making a decision for this matter in my view, and I expect it is to be embraced or to be transferred and never to be tried in St. James, never, said a tough-talking Judge Morrison. His comments came after the court was told yet again that the trial could not proceed because there were no jurors available. The members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) on trial are Corporal Elaine Stewart, along with constables Juliana Cleveland and Marlon Grant. They are facing charges of manslaughter, perverting the court of justice, and misconduct in a public office in connection with the 2014 beating that left Dean dead. As part of the trial, jurors must be empaneled. For that to happen, they must be served with notices to appear for jury duties. These notices are served by JCF members on citizens who are often reluctant to serve. On Monday, Justice Bertrand pointed out the implications of the cops' failure to fulfill their duty. So it is going to be the Crown's application for an adjournment because of insufficient jurors, 0 jurors. 300 summons were sent out, which were supposed to be served by the police. Read what you may into that now, he stated. He continued cryptically, "Who is on trial?" "The matter concerned police officers," the Crown replied. "Good. So, can't you see what is happening? And mind you, is the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution's Office, impotent to remedy the situation?" Justice Bertram noted. "It can't be that these 3 defendants, who are presumed innocent until proven guilty, do not want this matter to be tried. It can't be," he said. Obviously displeased, he then indicated that he was going to put everything on the record now, and the Crown was asked to give a chronicle of the case. In addition to the issue raised on Monday, other reasons cited for the almost 10-year delay are general postponement of jury trials during the COVID-19 pandemic, a delay in Constable Cleveland securing representation, challenges with witnesses jurors being engaged in other matters, and a general insufficiency in the number of individuals willing to be jurors. The case had been postponed multiple times since it was first brought before the St. James Circuit Court in 2018. On Monday, in response to Justice Morrison's concern about the JCF failure to serve members' summons on jurors, the Crown suggests that the Superintendent of Police may be able to shed light on the matter. However, the judge dismissed the suggestion to have the senior cop take the stand. "Self-inflicting wounds," he said curtly. "The matter is to move for a mentioned date on November 14, bail extended for all 3, Justice Morrison later told the accused. Allegations are that Dean was arrested for possession of conscious cliff and placed in custody, where he was brutally beaten on August 3, 2014. He received severe injuries to his brain, which left him in a coma. He died 3 days later at the Conner Regional Hospital in St. James. It is alleged that the 3 cops have been on duty at the police station at the time when Dean was beaten. It is further alleged that Corporal Stewart gave instruction from the cell in which the attack took place to be cleaned before the arrival of investigators from the Independent Commission of Investigations. Following Dean's death, the police charged Adrian Morgan and Marvin Orr, who were also in custody at the time. Both men, who suffered from schizophrenia, pleaded guilty to manslaughter and were sentenced to 5 years and 6 months. However, they had been in custody for 6 years, so in July 2020, they were set free based on time served. A third man, Damien Cargill, was charged in 2015. However, he was ruled unfit to answer to charges or stand trial. In July 2017, he was released into the care of his family. In May 2014, St. James Parish Judge Sanjuli Wang's small ruled that the 3 cops should stand trial. At the same time, Stewart was 50, Cleveland 32, and Grant 27 years old. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.